I wish coffee was like an instant thing to where when you drink it, you just like Popeye the Sailor Man when he eats his spinach and all of a sudden he gets huge muscles. That's what I wish coffee was like. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Ashley. Today we are creating this fun New Year's Eve look. So I've got a lot of black going on, and that's because we're celebrating the death to 2020. It was such a terrible year for so many people. I just want it to be like go, you can go die, you know, like bye-bye, we're gonna go into here 2021 and hopefully things will be better. So yeah, that's what we're kind of doing. We're keeping it fun, and also it's not something too intense or too advanced. I feel like most people can achieve this look. It's also very wearable, so if you're just staying home but you want to still celebrate, I think this would be perfect because everything is kept very fresh and light, dewy and creamy, fluffy and juicy, but a little bit of pizzazz on the eyes, which is what we want for a special occasion. So yeah, if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. And before you do, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. Click on the red button. It is absolutely free to do so, and I would love to have you back. Also, please click on the bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so since we're going to be going a little bit more intense on the eyes, I'm going to do my eyes first and then do complexion later. So I'm going to prime my lids with this Glossier stretch concealer. I'm going to be using this on my face later, but for now we will just stick to the eyeballs. Also, while we're here, I want to wish a late Merry Christmas to all of you that do celebrate. Okay, so eyelids are primed. I don't set my concealer with any powder because I have very dry eyes and powder just always makes my skin look super crepey. And I also just find that the pigment is more vibrant when I don't set it, and it blends just fine. So yeah, I've never really felt the need to set it, but if you like to do that, go ahead and do that. Okay, so I've actually been doing this new technique where I use a lip liner to first kind of carve out the shape of my eye that I want. I just like the ease of using a pencil. I don't know what it is about it, but it glides on. You can manipulate it a little bit easier. I feel like they're so creamy that if you mess up, you can kind of smudge it away. So, and you can get a little bit more precise with the pencil. So if you're doing something a little bit more sculpted like I want to do today, I feel like going in with a really creamy eyeliner or even a lip liner, if it's safe for your eyes, is the way to go. So I'm going to go in with this Flower Beauty lip liner in the shade Toffee and start just carving out the shape that I want for my eye. And I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So I'm going to start by building up this color on the outer corner of my eye, sort of bringing it down at an angle, and then I'm going to slowly start feathering that into my outer crease. And then I'm just going to take a dense brush and blend that out. I don't want to lose a lot of the pigment, but I want to make sure there's not any super harsh lines. And this lip liner is so creamy, it's really, really easy to blend. Okay, I'm gonna just build a little bit more up there. Keeping my eye open so that the shape is correct when I'm staring straight ahead. I'm going to take a bit of a smaller brush here. Then I'm just feathering whatever is left on my brush all the way through my crease. Taking the fluffier brush again, just to blend this outer corner. Awesome. And you don't have to worry about it too much because we're going to be going back over it with some glitter later. Okay, so next in that negative space, I want to take a black actually. So I'm going to be going in with the Tati Beauty. Why did I say that so weird? Tati Beauty. The Tati. Oh my gosh, Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals palette. And I'm going to go in with this matte black shade called Memory. And this black is super intense, so be very careful. I'm going in with a flat brush and I'm just tapping off the excess. And I don't want to go in too quickly with too much. I'm just going to slowly start building up this color. And I also don't want to go too far in too quickly. So I'm going to focus most of it in the center of my eye where the skin meets this liner. Slowly building up this pigment. I want to keep this outer edge very defined because I'm going to be going in with glitter there later. And then I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and diffuse those edges a little bit. This black is very loose, so if you just tap it, it's going to smear around really easily. It's very, very, very blendable. So you gotta be really careful just to lightly tap, because if you just start going in really, really crazy and blending, it's all gonna blend away and get everywhere where you don't want it to be. I know it looks a little scary right now, but trust me, it'll all come together. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this matte brown shade, Soothe, from the palette, and I'm gonna just start layering that on top of where I place the liner. Okay, so next comes the fun part. I'm going to add the glitter to this outer corner and maybe a little bit into the crease. We'll see how far I want to take it along the lash line. I don't really know yet. So I'm going to take my NYX glitter glue here. This stuff is amazing. I find that glitters fall really easily off my eyeballs, I think because of my eye shape. So I usually really need to use a glitter glue. Also, I just feel like glitters are a little bit more dangerous, like they can really injure your eyeball if you're not careful. So I just like to take the extra step in applying a glitter glue. And also, since we're doing something a little bit more precise, I think the glitter glue is a good idea. Okay, and then once I feel like that's getting a little bit tacky, I'm going to take a very, very small, all my stuff's falling on the ground. I'm going to take this very, very small brush, and I'm going to dip into the glitter shade here, and I'm going to start pressing that on the outer corner, and then working that slightly into the crease just on this outer little third of my eye. And I'm just gently patting on the glitter until it's as opaque as I can get it. I want it to be pretty opaque. So this glitter is really great because you can use a lot and make it more opaque, but you can also just tap your finger into it for a more scattered effect. Okay, so my camera stopped recording again, and I know I look kind of crazy right now with just one black eye. I look like I got like in some fight or something, but no, I don't really go that hard, guys. Sorry to disappoint you. But anyway, I finished applying the glitter memory shade through my crease and on this outer corner for like a faux liner effect. So like a boop, boop, boop. Explaining that really well. And then because the memory matte shade, the black, was looking a little bit patchy, I think because it's so blendable, whenever you just like blink or slightly touch it, it kind of moves away. I like how dark the pigment is, but it's hard to make it uniform, at least me. Maybe I'm just not as good working with dark colors like that, but I went back over it with the metallic memory shade, and I feel like that really helped make everything look a little bit more smooth, and I really like how it turned out. It looks so beautiful. I know it looks a little bit weird now, but I'm going to quickly do the other eye, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I really like how the eyes turned out. I think they're really fun and different, and a perfect way to celebrate the death of 2020. So yeah, we're gonna move on to complexion, and for our primer I'm gonna go in with this new Believe Beauty Radiantly Primed face primer. It's not really new, but it's new to me. It's just a really nice illuminating primer. It adds a nice glow. It does have very, very, very tiny specks of like pearlescence throughout it, so if you're in the sun you will be able to see that, but I like the effect that it has on my skin. It feels really nice going on. It's very affordable. I think it's only about $5 from the Dollar General. I love this whole Believe Beauty line. I'm gonna have to pick up some more stuff so I can do a full face because I've been really impressed by everything that I've tried so far. So I'm just applying that all over pretty much. I have very dry skin, so I can use all of the radiance that I can get. And on the directions it does say to let it dry down for 1 to 2 minutes, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I think that's dried down now, and I just went ahead and applied some mascara to my upper lashes to help prevent any of the glitter from falling on my face. And so I just curled my lashes using my little handy dandy e.l.f. lash curler, and then I used my NYX On The Rise mascara on the top. I want to keep the complexion pretty fresh and dewy and simple and sheer because the eyes are so intense, and I just feel like the juxtaposition of that, of an intense eye with a very natural skin, is going to look really cool and kind of editorial a little bit. I'm going to go in with my Missha BB cream. This is the original formula and I use the shade 21. I'm going to take 1 pump of that and just dab my beauty blender in there and just start pressing that into my skin, little bouncing motions. This BB cream is slightly gray toned, but it helps to really camouflage and cancel out any of the redness that you have on your skin. So I really like it because I do have a lot of redness. It also gives a very dewy and luminous finish, which I really enjoy as a dry skin person. And it also has a lot of really great skincare benefits. Like it has hyaluronic acid in it and a lot of other great ingredients that help your skin. So it's actually kind of like a skincare product and makeup product in one. And I do feel like after I wear this product, when I take my makeup off, I can really tell that my skin looks better almost. You know how usually when you take your makeup off your skin looks kind of tired or a little bit more dull, I would say. This actually makes your skin look better. I'm going to blend a little bit of that down my neck as well. So as you can see, that BB cream leaves your skin really dewy and fresh, and it gives you a nice glow. Look at that. I mean, it's so juicy and reflective. So next I'm going to go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Under Eye Corrector, just to really camouflage any of this darkness I have under my eyes, because my lids are so dark. I feel like it will emphasize any darkness I have under my eyes. I talked about this product in one of my recent videos. I'll link it down below if you haven't seen it. I was talking about my 5 high-end purchase regrets in that video. So, you know, I do regret kind of buying this product because I think you could probably get a similar effect with something else. It's not like anything revolutionary, you know, but since I have it, I'm going to use it up, and it was super expensive, so I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, and then over that concealer, I'm going to take a very sheer and dewy concealer as well, the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I use mine in the shade G11. I like this concealer because it's one of the few concealers that don't make my under eyes look very crepey. It's very dewy and hydrating. It doesn't give so much coverage. It's very light and sheer, which is why I went in with the color corrector first. I like the consistency and the finish of this concealer, but I want a little bit more coverage for today's look. Go over any other spots that I feel need a little bit more help. This one is just never gonna get covered, and it's never going away. Like, I had a pimple here from the mask, and it's still here like a month later. I don't know how to get rid of it. It's like not even full of pus anymore, but it's like scabbed and kind of purpley. I don't know what happened. I didn't pick at it at all. I left it like you're supposed to, and I let it do its thing, and now it's just kind of chilling there like a permanent black blue mark on my face. Like, what? Go away. Okay, so now that I have that all done, my foundation and concealer, I am gonna do my brows because I'm looking pretty crazy, even though I've been looking crazy this whole time, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. The brows are looking a little bit more like distant cousins rather than sisters today, but that's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. So for highlight, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop, what is this called? Super Shock Cheek in the shade Lunch Money, and you can see how much I've loved it. I actually have hit pan on this, and I'm so sad. I don't want to run out of it because I love it so much. It is a beautiful champagne highlight. It just melts right into your skin because it's like a bouncy, almost cream sort of texture. It's not fully a cream, but it's not really a powder either. It's just so easy to blend, and it gives you just a very natural, and it's not too gold, so it doesn't look very artificial if you have more fair skin like I do. But it also has a tinge of warmth, which is nice because I do have more of an olivey warm undertone, so I prefer something with a little bit of warmth rather than with some pink or something like that. So I'm just applying that to my cupid's bow, tip of my nose, between the brows, and maybe even a little bit on my forehead because I do want to look extra dewy today. And then I'm going to go back over that with my sponge just to press everything in and make sure that it looks like it's coming from within rather than just sitting on top of my skin. Such a beautiful product. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time, and it's really affordable. I think it's only $8 or something like that, so I definitely recommend you checking it out. And for blush, I want to go in with this Tower 28 blush. I've been using it like crazy. I just love the color. It goes with pretty much everything. It's like the perfect neutral pink. You can wear it with something that's a little bit more warm, but you can also wear it with cool tones like this. And I just love how versatile it is. It gives your cheeks a nice dewy glow. Again, that's like the theme for today. I'm going to use all cream products if you haven't guessed already, and it's just really easy to work with. It blends out like a dream. It lasts a pretty good amount of time for being a cream, and it's just so beautiful. It's like the perfect blushing from within color. Applying it a little bit higher just because we're going for a more editorial type look today, so I like applying it a little bit higher on the cheekbones, almost where I would apply, well, actually exactly where I would apply my highlights. So I'm just going right over top of that Colourpop highlighter. Apply a little bit to the tip of my nose, and I'm just lightly tapping the tiniest amount across my hairline, and then going in with the clean side of the sponge to blend that out even further, really press it into the skin to make it look like, again, that it's coming from within. Okay, and then for bronzer, I'm going to go in again with my Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer. I've been using this like crazy as well, and it's just so good. It is so easy to blend if you apply it directly to your sponge or to your brush. It gives just the right amount of warmth to your skin, and it just gives you that bronzy kind of glow and definition without mattifying because it's not a powder, obviously. So I really want to get this as close to my, almost in my hair, really, because I think it looks really unnatural if you just apply your bronzer and then there's kind of a stripe of skin and then your hair. It looks like you're wearing a mask. So you really want to get your products into your hair. I know it sounds weird, but you do. Again, go along the hairline, into there, go a little bit down the nose. I like to go a little bit across my nose too, just because I like to make my nose look a little bit shorter. And then I'm going to go along the jawline. And then to finish, I'm going to take this NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural. It glides right on. Easy to apply. I think I'm going to go in with this Milani Keep It Full Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade, what is this, 01 Champagne. This color is very light, so I think it'll help nude things out a little bit. I'm just tapping that in. Okay, so to balance out the eyes, I'm going to finish up the lower lash line, but I don't want to go in with any blacks because I don't want to get that raccoon eye going, and I feel like we could easily go down that path with this look. So I'm just going to take a little bit more of that Soothe shade, the matte brown that we used in the transition earlier, and I'm going to dust that underneath of my eye. And I don't want this to be too harsh, so I want to make sure I'm really blending and diffusing this color out. I also don't want to drag it too low, and I want to focus most of the pigment out here on this outer third of my eye. And then on this very, very tiny flat brush, I am going to dip into that Memory Black shade and just keep it right in the lashes, barely touching, just lightly brushing it through my lashes, because I don't think I want to apply mascara down there today, but this will add a little bit of definition. Okay, and then to finish, I'm just going to set my brows, and I'm going to use my NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. I want my brows to be fluffy and a little bit less intense today. And I feel like this brow gel, because it is clear, it doesn't add any more pigment, obviously, and it doesn't make them look too overdone. I want my brows to be a little bit more unruly looking today, because I think it'll just balance out the sculptedness of the eye. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I really like how it turned out. I think the glowy skin with the fluffy boy brow and the glossy lip just helps to complement these really intense sculpted eyes we got going on. I love the glitter accents outlining the eyelid. I think it's very different and fun, but I also think this look is still very wearable. So yeah, I really like how it turned out. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys recreate this look. Let me know what you think of it, and also let me know what you plan on doing for New Year's Eve. I would love to know. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Click on the red bell, and also click on the red bell. Click on the red button, and also click on the bell next to it so you can be notified every time that I upload. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.